Welcome to TEDxSurrey Conversations with Our Speakers. I'm Noel Bentley, and I'm the host and program manager of TEDxSurrey, which was originally TEDx Bear Creek Park. And we're lucky today we have one of our speakers, Frances Litman. Now, Frances is a photojournalist who has numerous international awards. She's helped to create one of North America's largest sustainability showcases and zero waste events. And she's the founder of Creatively United for the Planet. Hey, Frances, how are you today?
Hey, thank you, Noel, for asking. I'm doing great.
Yeah, looking forward to hearing about this. And what I'm going to ask, of course, first is if you could tell us, about what you'll be speaking about, but if you can avoid the spoilers, that'd be perfect.
Well, first off, I'd like to say this is a huge honor given how few people are given this opportunity. And we all have a story, and my story is one that I've been told my entire life that I need to share. And it's especially timely and relevant now. And I hope it'll leave people feeling inspired and motivated. And I don't know if I should say much more other than it's uplifting.
Oh, fair enough. I agree with you. And I guess that's all I get to say as well. So now that people are going to hear your story, they're going to hear your talk. Is there something in general that you want them to gain or experience or take away after the day?
Well, okay, I'll give away a little bit more about my talk. It's about solutions, okay? And solutions exist. I won't tell you about for what, but it can apply to almost anything. And so what I'm hoping is that people will take away the just knowing that solutions are there for all the pressing issues that face us, and that it doesn't matter how small or how big it is. We have questions we can ask that'll move us in the right direction.
Oh, absolutely. And I'll respect and I'll stop there because I'd like to ask you, it takes a lot of effort to put together a TED talk, to practice it, deliver it that. You have to invest a lot of time and yourself. What's in it for you, Frances? Why put in that amount of effort?
Well, I think it's really important that people know that we all have something to share. And given this opportunity, I've got a lot of life experience at this point, especially given that I've worked for other people, I've worked for myself, I've had a creative career, and I've been involved in community in a big way. So I bring a lot of my personal experience, and I feel that the stories that I have learned along the way and the solutions I have found for some of the most pressing issues of our time must be shared.
Well, fair enough. Now, having looked back at your bio, there's something in there that was very interesting, was the fact that you ran for public office. And you asked about something for yourself, but you ran for public office to help us. What was that experience like? And does it, sort of guide your talk or your idea in any way?
Well, it's not something I would immediately do again. It's not something that I would say that most people would do. I had no desire to become a politician. I'm just somebody who really is very focused on trying to create needed changes that are for betterment of people and planet. So I guess you could say that that experience was a real eye opener. And some of what I learned from that is what is incorporated into my talk. And it's not political, but it's how we can affect change in ways that benefit us all. And so that's an experience that is really near and dear to my heart, is helping others and being of service in my community. So I have learned a lot along the way of how to do that and hopefully inspire others who may have some inklings that way as well.
Okay. I appreciate that. And that inkling idea. So if someone has an inkling of coming to join us, and they're thinking about it, but they haven't committed, how would you convince them? How would you give them a nudge?
To come to TEDx?
Yeah.
Oh, easy peasy. Geez. Well, I mean, you're going to have amazing speakers with a wealth of knowledge that were chosen from hundreds of people. And these people, the few that I've already heard some of their talks, have just blown me away. So anyone coming to this event is going to have the opportunity to be stirred, motivated, inspired. And I bet you they won't even realize that, 4 hours have just gone like that because it'll be so engaging.
It's a good point. It's amazing how time just changes when you're inside the theater or watching these events. It really is quite an experience. And I'm wondering, personally, what are you most looking forward to about the event?
Oh, there's a lot of things I'm looking forward to, but most importantly, hearing everyone's talks and knowing that everyone who hears them too will be touched and inspired. Plus, I have to say, I think when it's over, knowing that I'm going to have a great sleep that night, aware that I actually did it, because the big surprise for me in accepting this challenge was that, or applying for this challenge, I should say, is that everyone who gets up on that stage must have a solid presentation they know intimately. And there aren't any teleprompters or notes. So I've been telling myself my memory is better than I've given it credit for. And I sure hope so.
It's true. Out on a big stage with nothing in front of you, it's just you and the audience. And you're right. It is different than a lot of public speaking, no doubt. A talk is different than a speech, is different than a story. So, all right. Now, one last thing I'm really kind of curious about is, have you gone back at all to the photography?
Oh, I've never left
Recently?
photography. I'm
Okay, yeah,
still a photographer very much.
yeah,
That's how I pay my bills.
yeah.
But my community work is just so fulfilling that I can't imagine not doing it.
Right. Well, you'll certainly know where to stand on your mark. So the lighting and everything is something you're already very well aware of.
Well,
And I've
let's hope
hardly
it's good to me. How is it so far?
it's working very well. It's
Excellent.
working very well. We need, yeah, it's like you're creating a Francis filter of positivity. It's awesome. Yeah. All right, Francis, thank you very much for taking the time today to join
Well,
us.
thank you, Noel. Much appreciated. And I look forward to seeing you at the event.
Oh, absolutely. And for everyone else, for our upcoming TEDx event, please go to TEDxSurrey.ca, where you can purchase tickets. You can get more information about the entire event and our speakers and what's coming up.